quite strong. Would be very erratic for Vrakis to bet twice here with nothing. And that's a very disciplined hold to a 20% pot. I mean, that's really, 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 really nice.
Dan, you got a hero here.
I mean, at this point, is that Kenny Hallert?
Oh, yeah. Was he at your final table?
He was. Great player. Oh no, Kishi, no.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
So yeah, just fallen for the bait.
Not good enough. Not
such
good
a
enough.
small bet.
And I guess that's part of the reason why he really shouldn't be calling that bet right there, because
he wants
to the jack is
you
no
in there.
good.
He wants you in there.
Kishu gives away a little bit there.
Send us to the break.
God, I wanted to fold pre-flop. Should have trusted my gut.
Great instincts from McSwiney.
Oh, we have one more level? Or is that it?
One more level or here, right? 3 eliminations.
One more level after that was...
Yeah, I'm saying enjoy your break. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, that was it. All right.
Nope. Good thing he asked. That would be awkward.
Yeah.
We are going to stick with this feature table, so we'll be seeing these players come back, unless one of them thinks it is the end of the day, in which case we won't see that person come back. Things went from everyone being pretty deep today to everyone being kind of shallow now. Paul Runkin's got over 100 big blinds, but everyone else is kind of in ICM jail, except for Josh McSweeney at this point, who's got the shortest stack at the table. So, you heard him. We're going to play one more full level or till we get down to 16 here on day 4, EPT Prague 2024, back in 18 minutes.
Vogelsang, ace-5. Starts the hand with 23 bigs. Completes. Patrick with ace-9.
I mean, this is a problem.
This is a domination situation in favor of the Finn.
I think it's just a shove, guys.
He's all in.
Yep.
Patrick shoves on Vogelsang. Is Christoph going to call it off here?
Yeah, he doesn't feel good about this. It's like, that was quite a quick shove. I mean, what are you going to do? Soul read Patrick Antonius, but did that feel like you found the like obscure shove with suited?
There's the call. And this could be it.
Yeah.
Now, we've been in this spot before, so we know that things can change on the turn of every card. But as things stand, Patrick Antonius is the favorite, a 60% favorite to win the super high roller here in Monaco.
Yeah, and it's big, very, very big for both of these. I'm sure Patrick would love to take this title down in his hometown.
The flop. King, Queen, 4. Ace-9 is holding. There is a 26% chance of a chop. Right now, Christoph Vogelsang looking for a 5 to get that all-important double up.
Yeah, even the club working for Antonius.
Turn card is a queen. More chop opportunities now.
Is this the moment Patrick Antonius is crowned super high roller champion of Monte Carlo?
Time for the river card to be dealt. It's a 9. Torilla, the Finn, is the champion.
Sai taputtaa.
Patrick Antonius takes down the EPT 2024 Monte Carlo super high roller for nearly €2 million. Back to the main stage. Action on Shabalin. He folds. Victor's out.
Told you he was a nit.
Round to Alves. And now Low, who has ace-jack.
Another big ace and not that many chips.
He is all in for just shy of 28K. Clement Tarmakov folds. Action on Mo.
Schwabi.
He's got ace-king. This is a great spot for Mo.
Only one move to make here, but given that it's his first time, I can see why he might take his time.
All in.
He reshoves with just a big blind to get through.
Nobody ever expects Sockhead.
Oh no, this is a terrible spot for Mo.
All in.
But a great spot for Sockhead.
A three-way all-in.
Wow.
Vichurek with the best hand, and he has both players covered. Low's drawing super thin. Mo needs an ace.
Very sick. I was in one earlier today.
King's there. You got 2 outs.
Yeah.
You have 2 outs and you have
3 outs.
3 outs.
Not really.
This is what Jack 5.
Jet.
Oh, now you're being greedy.
Don't push it, bro. Come on.
The flop is 10-8-3. Vichurek now an 83% favorite to eliminate 2 players. The turn card has Low drawing dead. He's definitely out. Mo needs an ace on the river.
Good game.
Barry Greenstein.
The river card
Nope.
is the case king.
Nice hand.
Mo's gone.
And so is Low.
That's a sick cooler.
It is very sick.
It's a pleasure playing with you, man.
Pleasure playing with you too.
Okay, bud. All right.
Good game.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Playing with you, man.
Good game, man.
I think you got me covered.
I haven't seen a cooler that bad since the entire country of Canada. Almost cold enough to need to wear a sock on your head.
Good games.
Good game, man.
Yep, he's playing with you.
The destroyer has been destroyed.
Good job, guys.
And every television in Manitoba.
Meanwhile, it is all kicking off at the secondary feature table, Kings versus Queens.
Oh no, sick cooler alert.
Maria Lampropoulou was the original raiser. Liv Boeree re-raised. And now, Maria, who is a commanding favorite, has to decide how to respond to Liv's 3-bet.
That is a 4-bet on its way.
She re-raises to 200,000.
My guess is, much like Thelma and Louise, neither of these ladies is getting away.
An intense stare from Liv Boeree, studying her opponent.
All in.
She moves all in. And Lampropoulou calls. And there is an 80% chance that Liv Boeree is going to bust in 17th place.
Very, very sick cooler.
Oh, and I just fold.
You know, everyone's going to think that, but Maria's very aggressive. Not sure how you can.
An ace, jack, jack flop. 2 outs for Liv Boeree. She needs a queen on the river to survive. It's another ace.
Good luck, everyone.
Liv Boeree is out in 17th place. KO'd by Maria Lampropoulou.
She does not seem to be taking much enjoyment out of it.
Liv cashes for just shy of $50,000. And Maria Lampropoulou is now one of the chip leaders as day 4 of the PCA 2018 main event draws to a close. We are down to the final 2 tables. 3-way action going to the flop. Corey Aldemir raised, called by both Sean Buchanan and Adelpha Morales. We didn't catch Buchanan's hole cards.
Oh, hello.
That's a set of jacks for Aldemir. And unless Bucky's got kings, he has the best hand.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how many more Aldemir Boromir jokes I've got left in me, but I'll try.
Aldemir continues for 90,000.
Always bet your sets.
Buchanan folds his hand. I'm guessing he didn't have kings.
Good read.
Morales has a gut shot straight draw.
Calling for the non-nut gut shot. Will he do it? Looks like yes, and believe it or not, I'm going to allow it.
Heads up to the turn with nearly 350K in the middle. It's a queen. That's the straight for Morales.
Oh, man, I can't believe it. He did it.
Checks to Aldemir.
Corey almost certainly going to bet again.
Question is how much? And the answer to that question is 185,000.
This could very well be the end of the Lord of the Rings references.
All in.
Morales check raises all in, shoving on Aldemir, who calls all in. A great spot for Morales. Aldemir is out unless the board pairs.
Yep, I'd be annoyed too.
The German needs a king, a queen, a 4, or the case jack.
One does not simply make a full house on the river.
Yes, he does.
Return of the king.
Aldemir doubles up.
Wow.
And they're going to check the stacks. But Morales is going to be left pretty short after that.
More Ales, fewer chips.
Well, over at the secondary table, 5 of the 6 players have gone to the flop.
Did we just take a flop involving 40% of the field?
Corey Aldemir is ahead with a set of 9s. Bartosz Stasiewicz has an up and down straight draw. Nobody else really has anything. Checked around to the turn, which is a 3. Buchanan improves, in inverted commas, to a set.
That is the worst thing to happen to a Buchanan since the U.S. South seceded. Read a history book.
Aldemir is a 3-1 favorite in this 5-way pot.
And somehow Buchanan managed to check his set of 3s.
A bet of 180,000.
Aldemir did not bet his set on the flop.
Stasiewicz has folded.
Check calling isn't the most obvious line here, but it might actually save Sean from going broke, assuming he doesn't boat up on the river.
Buchanan does call. Faro and Rudolph are out, so heads up to the river. That's more like it. This is more manageable. The 4 of hearts, so a potential flush out there now.
Yeah, the heart may save him from going broke as well.
Checks once again.
I think playing threes this way in the long run is going to lose Sean out on some value, but it's possible he's got some super read on Aldemir.
644,000 in the pot. Aldemir goes for value, 480,000. And Buchanan with the smaller set. He's counting out the call.
Yeah, he's definitely never raising.
Can he get away from it? Can he fold the worst hand?
I believe in you, Bucky. And he really wants to fold.
Ah, he calls.
Well, you can tell he's the Winter Soldier. He just avoided getting massively coolered.
Still, loses more than 700K in that hand. Corey Aldemir picks up another sizable pot. And Aldemir is now in a commanding position in the main event, close to 4 million. Jack deuce of diamonds for Barney.
You can mix in a couple different things here. Going to be too strong heads up to just fold, so certainly can call, but I think it plays nice as a 3-bet too. It's going to put Kaufman, pardon the pun, but a little bit of a cough in. What do you do with ace-9? Do you put it in for your tournament life for 30 bigs? You just started here, you know? The older gentleman has 3-bet you. You're playing for a difference of 500,000 euros. And you have one of those middling aces. Do you just shove it in like you're getting 3-bet by any other aggressive pro? And Kaufman going to play it a little cautiously.
Okay, makes the call. Will have the advantage of position. And has the best hand, as we can see. The first flop of heads-up play. Jack 9-6. Ooh, top pair versus second pair. My apologies, the first hand of heads-up play went to the flop as well. But yeah, this one is going to involve probably more than one betting streak, Griffin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends, of course, how the board shakes out. There could be some scare cards on the turn that shut the two of them down, but with Bowman with top pair is going to be playing it pretty confidently, and if we get some bricks, Kaufman might just call this all the way down.
Continuation bet of 2 million from Barney Boatman into a pot of 6.2 million. Kaufman with second pair top kicker calls. This hand going to the turn, and Kaufman now has less than pot behind.
Yeah, and what he really doesn't want is a low card like that. Something in that deuce to 5 range where it doesn't really change the complexion of the board too much. You know, maybe a king or a queen of spades.
Wow, Boatman shoves on Kaufman. It is all in to call. And what does Kaufman do here with a pair of 9s?
Am I allowed to ask for a count? Even if it's cover spin?
Asks for a count, which I guess buys him more time without having to play a time bank card, but really?
Well, in fairness, he did say, am I allowed to? You know, it wasn't like he was, it's just like with trying to understand within the rules. This is a very important spot for Kaufman, and you know, wants to utilize within the rules.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a little. I agree with you, James. But you know, it's like it was polite.
I don't know how exact he wants to be.
Is Kaufman out of time banks? Is that why he needs to do this?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Or he might have a limited number left. Either way, it is a huge decision, right? You make the correct call here, and you have pretty much evened things up.
I guess it's just something a little comical about counting 40 million.
It's fine.
chips.
Thanks. I call.
Makes the call, and this could be it. The chips go in, and Barney Boatman is near enough a 9-1 favorite. David Kaufman needs an ace or a 9 on the river, or this is over.
Yeah, certainly Kaufman also considering maybe
Ace
hands
9.
like King 10, King Queen that would shove the turn here.
This is only the second hand of heads-up play.
My gosh.
And it could be the last hand of the tournament.
And that is a confident smile of a man that I think believes it is his time. Is it Barney Boatman's time?
An ace or a 9 required for Kaufman to continue. The river is a queen!
Thank you. Very well played.
The oldest EPT champion ever, the 68-year-old UK poker legend, takes down EPT Paris 2024.
Just an incredible story, and you can see welling up a little bit with pride, people on the rail who love him, and it's just a beautiful thing to see.
Welcome back to Prague and the PokerStars European Poker Tour, where we are entering the final level of the day. It is day 4 of the main event. It's the day when we're trying to get down to the final 2 tables, and we're coming back from break with 19 players. But whatever happens, we will stop in 90 minutes time. We're going to place the end of level 26, bag and tag, and come back for day 5. Obviously, if we do get to 16 during this level, we'll stop there and play out the rest of level 26 tomorrow. I hope that's clear. Same lineup at the feature table. Runken, Vracus, et al. And Runken is the tournament chip leader right now with 5.1 million.
Runken, the most active player, both poker-wise and verbally. And if you look, there's just a huge disparity between him and the rest of the table. He's not just chip leader. He's bossing it.
Yes, Anton Bergstrom is second on the chip counts. He's got around 4 million right now. By the way, I'm James Hartigan. You've heard the voice of Joe Stapleton.
Hello, my babies.
There's a third voice, and it's that of Nicholas Walsh.
Hello.
Dan Kishu in the small blind. Action has been folded to him, and he's raising with 6-4 of clubs.
Mr. Kishu returns.
Director Dan.
What was the name of the movie again?
Hashtag Dog Poop Girl.
That's it. I still have to watch that.
Well, we watched a different one, and it was very, very decent, as much as I goof on Dan. I can't remember what it was called.
Another one of his films, or another version of that film?
No, a different film of his.
Oh, I see. Oops. King, Queen, 10.
I thought it had some really smart things to say in an interesting way.
This was a raise and a call. Maybe a little C-bet, Mr. Kishu? 160,000, not messing around.
Dan did play pretty loose the last level. Gave up some chips he probably didn't have to.
Passports and sensible shoes, people. We're not messing around.
He played a little goosey.
It was a little goosey.
No sandwich in sight. Yeah, gets it done.
Let's go out to one of the outer tables. There is an all-in at one of the 2 tables in the field. Pavel Wojciechowski is all in and at risk with kings up against Umberto Ruggieri's ace-jack.
Oh, is there going to be an ace on the desk? Valette.
Queen, deuce, queen. Deuce on the turn, double paired board. 10 on the river. The kings hold and Pavel doubles up.
No ace on the desk.
No ace.
Where are you from? I buy a beer. I buy beer from Austria. You are a supporter of this guy, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Doesn't matter. I buy you.
If he's an Austrian, then for sure. I don't know them.
635. When you finish beer, please come to me.
What is Mario?
I like this guy.
Mario is my friend who play high roller.
This is how I play poker.
Doesn't look like Ruggeri's got much left.
Yeah.
Might be one of the shorter stacks. Meanwhile, over at the other table, we see the red triangle of death. This is Alonso shoving on Carmelo Donato. Donato has called with top pair, but he lost to trips. And that will see Carmelo Donato eliminated in 19th place.
How much for 19th, James?
39,950 euros.
Nice score, very good. Obviously devastating this close to a final table.
Brutal.
So back-to-back all-ins at the two outer tables. Pavel survives. Carmelo Donato does not. So now we are at 18 players and we are returning to the main stage, returning to our feature table.
So we defo play into 16, or what's the deal?
As I said,
finish the level.
If we finish the level and we're still more than 16 players, we finish there.
No, I understand that, but if we get to 16 before,
we stop.
Yeah,
okay.
we're done. We're done.
Sorry, I phrased it poorly. I apologize.
I mean, we could. There's always a chance that there's a double knockout or something.
Yeah, but the reality is when you hit that hand where the 17th player goes out, then we're done.
I mean, I think we should just do two more levels tonight, guys. What do you think? James says no.
I'm with James on this.
I'm enjoying the action too much. Sorry. Let's carry on over.
You do know that you'll get more action tomorrow, right? It's not the end of the tournament. It's not like we haven't got another 2 days of streaming, Nick. Oh, sorry, I forget some of us are off to go and play Spin and Goes as an invited guest.
Oh, that's why. I'd be all excited like a little Christmas Eve kid right now if I was Nick.
I mean, James is being mean, but I offered to come in tomorrow morning to help anyway.
Oh, you offered to do your job? That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for doing us a favor.
Jeez, chat. Jeez, chat, with friends like these. All right, we're going to the flop. 4 tray, 5.
That's
rainbow.
a straight. That's a straight.
Is it?
It's a straight.
Well, that's fun.
Paul Duncan Runcan has got the straight to the 6.
He's been dunking on all these fools.
Definitely Duncan. Lobster said it best. James, Nick is not the kind of guy who can settle for tomorrow if today is on the table.
Well, strictly speaking, today is off the table in an hour and 8 minutes. Because there's literally that amount of time left on today.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just goofing. It was unrelated to tomorrow's Spin and Go fun. Not sure if this gets any action, unfortunately. Excuse me, sir.
People have been making some pretty questionable floats and calls, but that's got to come to an end eventually.
Monster.
It was a monster.
Also good for my bet that somebody busted in within 7 minutes. Yeah. Now I have a chance.
That's right, Immortalized. The lesson is to never fold 6 deuce offsuit. You will always make a straight.
Always see a flop.
Guarantee, not guaranteed.
I mean, as the chip leader, though, you can mess around with hands like that and just win it.
Yeah.
With your range advantages. Or your ICM pressure. But it's nice to hit a 6 deuce.
Just make sure you got that MDF, Joe.
What's NDF?
Minimum defense frequency.
I think I'd know that at this point.
I mean, we did do the quiz together. Never mind.
I thought it was a substance that they made like cheap furniture out of.
That's what I said to Joe as well. It's like a condensed wood board as well. Yeah. We covered all the bases, don't worry.
I didn't know either one. I'm embarrassed.
I think MDF is more of an English term for it. I think in America they call it particle board or something like that.
Board, yeah. I think one of my ex-girlfriends got thrown out of a club for trying to sell someone MDF.
It was just her most recent poker educational material, and they misunderstood.
No. Get those charts out of here.
Meli completes in the small.
A Meli.
Here we go. 6-2 offsuit. Sokolovsky's going to flop a straight.
Gotta play it. Gotta play the 6-2 rush.
Man, raise this limp. Get this out of here. Oh.
Here comes the straight.
So close.
Instead, it's a pair of nines for Meli. Not sure what happened here.
Guaranteed, not guaranteed.
Yeah, I like this check a lot. Having this weak second pair is a good checking opportunity. Protect your check range here a little bit. Not always just barreling whenever you got a piece. I think when you got 6-deuce, it's totally cool just to give up unless something interesting happens on a later street.
Gotta play pretty straightforward at this point.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. Honesty is the best policy in these circumstances.
No need to get fancy.
And that's Cinco de Mayo on the river.
I never understood why there was a Mexican holiday celebrating mayonnaise.
You don't like mayo?
I love mayo.
Well, there you go.
I would celebrate mayonnaise.
Mexican corn has mayo in it, right?
Sure does.
Meli takes it down, and Christian watching on YouTube is not happy. Why is everyone drinking straight from the bottle in this tournament? Looks bad. No glasses in Prague?
Why would you want glasses? It's already in glass.
Drink life from the bottle, buddy.
I gotta drink this thing from a different container.
Pour it from one receptacle into a different receptacle.
Thank you for your comment.
Too many receptacles.
Kings for Dan Kishu.
Okay, this could get weird.
He opens to 105,000.
Not gonna get weird yet.
Runken with 4-3 of clubs, folds. Vincent Meli has ace-7 suited on the button. He's playing 22 bigs.
This is one of the hands that could get weird with it.
Decides to call.
I mean, this makes a squeeze real appealing in the blinds.
8-7 of diamonds for Sokolovsky. And now action on McSwiney in the big blind, ace-9.
McSwiney managed to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat with a dominated ace. He had ace-10, was up against ace-queen, and lost kind of the minimum. I think it was the last hand before the break.
Well, we've got Meli going heads up to the flop against Kishu, ace-7 against kings.
I like that, against.
And it is a queen 9-7 flop. So bottom pair and a backdoor flush draw for Meli. Kishu 4-1 favorite with kings. He continues. 125k into a pot of 335k.
Yep, this is good stuff so far. I think this is also a good size if you want to see bet as a bluff too, or maybe a semi-bluff. If you're playing a7 with backdoor spades, I think we need to call, so it does call for the 1-2-5. Again, at this stage in the tournament, defending with that suited ace in position would be an interesting prospect.
Hello, spade. Not a second queen of diamonds. It is the queen of spades.
Yes, and it sees Meli's equity increase. 28% now with the nut flush draw. And Kishu checks.
Yeah, just a little bit concerned about trip queens. Obviously increases the likelihood we get value from the 9x, the 7x on a later street. Maybe some 6s or some 8s as well. Now Meli might be thinking, I want to deny equity. I don't know. I actually think I prefer a check in Meli's shoes here because your opponent's still going to have 10s and jacks that they're not folding, even kings or aces. They're still going to have some queen X that they're trap checking. They're still going to have combinations that are slightly ahead of us that we're value townning ourselves against, and the stuff that we're really concerned about getting in trouble against, not so much, right? You know, if they do have ace king, not that worried about hitting that.
Well, Meli has been counterfeited. His flush draw didn't get there, and his 7's no longer playing.
You convince yourself the ace high's good here, though.
Potentially. Kishu has checked. I mean, he could just take the showdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and exactly, guys, right.
What a dream.
There's still plenty of ace combos you're trapping with now where you kind of got unlucky, but also...
Oh! Meli shoves the river.
This could work.
I guess he's trying to push Kishu off a chop with an ace.
I mean, he could push him off kings.
You think Dan Kishu folds kings here?
I mean... It doesn't really seem like a great time for a bluff. I'm just talking like...
Yeah, I mean, we could be talking getting another ace to fold, which is good. We could be talking convincing jacks or 10s or 9-10 suited to fold, something like that. Sorry, not 9-10, of course, that's a boat, but again, that even might consider folding against the queen X, but you get my point.
Six and
55.
Dan Kishu counting out the chips.
5 seconds.
This is pretty intense. Meli keeping his composure a lot better than I would be in this spot.
Makes the call.
Oh, man.
And sends Vincent Meli to the rail in 18th place.
Yeah, and kudos.
What a call by Kishu.
Kudos to Meli, man. Really takes a lot of strength to make that move, and you can see he wants to get off the stage real quick. And I understand it's a tough moment, but he can be really proud about the way he played. I think that was very ballsy.
And Meli has made a deep run in this tournament 2 years in a row. 9th in 2023, 18th in 2024. But he now cashes out for 39,950 euros. We now hit a pay jump. Everyone's locked up. The better part of 50k. And of course, we are now one player away from being done for the day.
Yeah, that's why I stayed so much. I mean,
Amazing call.
and I saw I have 600k. I'll spin again after, and that's it. Fuck it, I can split all the kings. It's too difficult.
Dan was a little loosey-goosey last level. Paid off for him this time.
50?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really interesting hand of poker, and honestly, I think Meli does something pretty cool there. You can hear a little bit of Kishu's explanation of his mindset. He sort of said, look, I'm winning there a lot. If I lose that, I've got enough to spin it up again.
70.
And that was good enough in his book. I think on a different day he might have actually got the fold. And anyway, GG 17.
Raise 100,000.
And we have to keep playing. We can't just sit here and reminisce about that hand all the live long day.
No, not at all. We are still trying to get down to 2 tables, and we are close. 17 remain, and when another player goes out, we'll draw a line under day 4. We will be down to 16.
And it's worth mentioning again,
Don't be
guys,
greedy.
when I speak to a lot of the pros on Team Pro, our ambassadors, other people that I really respect in the game, one of the things they like to do is watch these streams and look at those spots that have been played by other players, and if they find it interesting or they're unsure as to what they would have done or if the players that they're watching have done, they like to go and run the spot themselves and do a little bit of work in the lab. And those are the moments that honestly, like, you go, wow, I really don't know what would have been the right play there. And just getting a little snapshot of something else that happened that was played by someone else, you can kind of crowdsource people's information and experience to your benefit. And it might be a really cool opportunity to go and look at a hand like that afterwards and try and figure out what exactly the optimal line might have been.
So we've had the raise from Runken flattered by Sokolovsky pre-flop, and Runken continuing for 175k, does have the best hand and gets a fold from Sokolovsky.
This is the way I would expect people to be playing, just very honest. That Meli river shove, I don't think I would have been able to find the call there.
I think there's a big issue with having kings there because you really want him to still have hands like King Jack that had a gut shot and then missed, right?
Yeah.
So you're blocking a lot of the sort of very natural bluffs quite heavily, but you know, that's how it goes. Made the right call, got it right this time.
I guess maybe there's some live reads at play. Did Dan mention that at all in his explanation?
No, but I feel like Dan's the kind of guy that might keep those kinds of things close to his chest, right? And look,
might not say.
I think Dan is also the kind of guy who, I mean, look, how consistently does he make it into deep in these fields? You know, I think probably outwardly presents as quite a straightforward player, but also ultimately probably has a lot of those.
He's an auteur. What can you say?
Questions for Joe Stapleton from INJP on Twitch. Joe Stapleton,
with this card, I cannot play it.
are there live tourney bounties? Would they shake up player ranges?
The card.
Would it be a positive move for poker?
There are live player bounties in poker. So, and yes, they do shake up player ranges. And yes, I think we should consider having them since they already exist. So thank you for your question.
You didn't answer the final question.
Oh, what was the final question? Sorry.
Would it be a positive move for poker?
I think the thing that we have done years ago by having live bounties would be a positive thing for poker, yes. Thank you for your question.
I cannot play this card. You will see it. I mean, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, it's 5 minutes. We'll finish in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes?
Probably, yeah.
Very confident.
70 minutes.
I can tell what I have.
One more to bust. King 9.
Is there a crazy short stack out there?
With King 9.
Well, we've got McSwiney on 15 bigs at this
That's
table.
pretty short, yeah.
In a matter of fact, it's the name of the card in German. King 9.
Yeah, don't
King
play.
9.
Don't play King.
Oh, yeah. How you can speak German?
Ich kann ein bisschen.
He speaks a lot of languages. He's an impressive guy.
I'm born and grew up there, so.
Smart guy. I have to watch more of his filmography, or any of his filmography. Did you like I hashtag Poop Girl?
I never watched that one.
James?
I have not seen it, no.
All right, group screening.
No more gambling.
Locked up, huh? Shop is closed for tonight.
Next EPT, group screening.
I would love to do movie nights.
That would be great, honestly.
If we were still at Atlantis, that actually has a movie theater, and I would kind of push for that sort of thing. But
Is that limp?
It's 100.
Just projected on the side of Monte Carlo Bay Hotel.
A very good hand. That's for you.
So hard for everybody believes that.
Plus your premium.
He had better the king 9. Yes, king 9.
King 9, yeah, that's good from German, yeah.
There is another one with I played somewhere in
Now
the
if he
States
calls,
and
we know he don't
said I had pocket 9
If the
or
board is
German
king
virgins.
9,
9.
well,
no
nine.
nuts.
Maybe king 9 is not
9.
coming, and you say one day we will say fuck
Yeah,
it.
but we have to play 9. King 9, I don't
Take
mind.
us.
but
Ooh,
9
this is mine, yeah?
It's good vibes at the table right now. These guys obviously feeling like they're in a good position to continue to the next day, to day 5.
Nice little adrenaline rush, dopamine hit after witnessing a hand like that.
Yeah.
600, it's a different game, so
5 seconds.
pass.
It's 4 pass.
Even 500.
500 even.
500.
500, yeah.
Speaking of five-handed, handed fives.
Raise.
5 raise. 1.
Handed a pair of 5s.
The Duke of Rackus.
It's 6 pass.
Unexpected.
Oh, more 5s. I see what you're saying. I thought I was just seeing the same thing twice.
How many fingers am I holding up, Joe?
5. Wait, 10. 20.
Number 5 is alive.
Surely not a chopper.
5 bet, 80,000.
Sounds like another tournament might be wrapping up.
Runken calls the 80k. Deuce on the turn.
Any short stack on the field?
I didn't say any. Unfortunately.
So 5 bet, 130,000.
Play your maracas for Georgios Varakis.
He's the Duke of Rackus.
Betting 130,000 on the turn.
It's 6 calls.
And Runken calls again.
Have you guys enjoyed the Dune franchise, the new one?
You talking about the TV show?
Wait. This is awesome now. This is fantastic.
Oh, wow.
They're both aces and 9s, so they're 5 kick.
Can they both be counterfeited? Is that a thing?
This is so funny. I've never seen a hand play out like this.
Aces and 9s with a 5.
Stupid.
It's a really silly hand.
Look at Runken's face. I'm beating aces and 9s with a 4.
You were already beating pocket 4s.
I actually don't think this is going to be a chop, guys. I think somebody's going to bluff here.
I don't think it's going to be a chop either.
It's just one of those.
You don't want to show this down.
I mean, whoever controls the spice. And he is the Duke of Rackus.
5 bet.
Yeah.
Final barrel from Varakis gets the job done.
That's going to be a weird one to watch on the stream tonight.
Yeah, that's funny.
Fellas.
All right, did you enjoy the films?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like marks out of 10, how do you feel about them?
They're solid 8s.
thought the first one was an 8 and the second one was like a 7.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Okay. I mean, I think part 2 is a big setup for a lot of part 3.
That kind of annoyed me because I think part 2 was very much set up as the continuation / conclusion of the story, and it felt like a middle chapter. I was a little bit annoyed that the conclusion just didn't really take us anywhere.
So in fairness, I've been actually listening to the novel, and it is actually like that in the book as well. Like, very much so. So I feel your pain there.
Maybe.
I haven't watched any of the show yet, but...
I should have stayed.
Yeah, no, there's so much TV to catch up on that's low on my list of priorities.
I mean, I was just talking to Griffin about this because of the Duke of Rackes line, and again, it's a prequel. Like, I don't really care.
For sure, yeah.
Kind of going down the rabbit hole with the book, so I think I'm probably more into it, but that's a different experience, isn't it?
Only option to maybe.
I mean, if I get your pulse and I see your temperature good, everything, I can shove confidently.
Have you ever seen the David Lynch movie?
I have, yeah.
I like it. I actually really like it.
I like it too, but not because I'm like, what a great piece of cinematography. Just because it's a bit weird.
So I didn't give anything away, so
I'd forgotten that like Sting is the crazy guy, right?
You can tell he really tried.
No, I didn't stay. I didn't stay to take.
Didn't see. Okay.
Walk, yeah. I saw you shove pocket fours. Now.
Oh, you call this time?
10 jack, I passed. And now you see on the button.
All right, boys, crack on. 17 players left.
Sorry?
I might have had it there, you know.
Aces. Which one?
These little darlings are going to crash so hard when they go to bed.
Mystery hand.
They're all tuckered out, Joe. They're all
hours
tuckered
from
out.
now.
Yeah. Okay, we can swap this one. I can take this one.
No, you swap the cards, so it's like
Okay.
Okay. Good.
That's it.
We take it.
I was just about to tell you that.
Just wanted to take the one.
Oh, it's me?
No,
It's one ace there.
very bad. 5-5.
Finally, some action. I mean, not action, but
Counter
players acting.
6 pass.
All right, on the button. What do you got, bud? King Trey.
Crapola.
Yeah, 32 bigs. Alexander, no good.
More crapola.
Swanee only got 15 bigs. Don't mess around, buddy.
Walk
Not at this
time.
stage.
Just give the walk.
You got to shove any 2 there. See, you would have got a fold from 9-3.
That's fine.
Trying to make lemonade, but one's a bit sour.
Around the corners where fudge is made.
I feel like Josh would be a cool guy to hang out with, though. He seems really nice.
Australians are very, very charming.
Take me for a ride in his van. I'm sorry, Josh, if you're watching this. I'm really just joshing with you, buddy. Just joshing with you, Josh. I'll buy you a beer. Ace-8 suited under the gun. Don't forget, under the gun is, in fact, still 6-handed. Or 5-handed in this case.
We're 5, aren't we?
Excuse me, yeah. Forgot he said that before the busto. Very reasonable open. No action for Josh.
Raise 100?
Yes. Sorry? 100. Yeah, 100.
You can still play 8-7 suited. These guys are pretty deep stacked. So 55 big blinds effective or thereabouts. Not a ridiculous defender in the big blind either. Jack-9 offsuit is fine.
Everybody loves Janina.
That's why.
And Janina flops a pretty big piece.
Yeah. Rackes with a pair and straight possibilities.
Keeping it in control. Ooh.
3 of diamonds, nut flush draw now for Runken.
Danger, Dan, danger. Don't do it. We have seen him posture like this before where it kind of looked like he was just trying to get everyone to not bet behind him.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he pauses there and it goes check, check again, like, seems believable he can still have, like, a jack or something, I guess, and maybe he can try and take it away. The jack checks again. I don't know, if you're Runken and you have ace high and the flush draw here, do you even need to bluff? I mean, you're pretty reasonably stacked. You could probably convince Kishu to fold, like, you know, pocket sixes here once in a while or something like that.
That noise, by the way, was reaction to a hand on the bubble in a side event.
I was like, even if that was our 17th place finisher, I don't think it would have had a reaction like that. Maybe you're not bluffing here. Maybe you're value betting ace-handed diamonds. Maybe it's just always the best hand. Or often.
Well, Practice's jack is still good. Board is bricked out for Runken.
The Duke of a Jackass.
Five bet, 110,000.
Ooh, little blocker bets. This is quite nice from Varakis. I think if I'm Runken, though, I might really consider raising a spot like this. Just because it feels like this isn't how we would play a strong hand. It feels like it's exactly kind of the hand that it is.
875,000.
Yeah, wow.
Very good. Very good.
Man, everyone's so good at poker. Like, this is just insane.
Varakis in the blender.
Like, I'm not imagining Varakis plays fives like this, or jacks like this, or queen jack like this, or even a three. Like, a three might even just check again to put in a little check raise, or, you know, if they're going to lead, they would lead much bigger because it's really hidden. So it starts to feel like they end up having maybe like a weak 5x, like a jack x. Again, even like queen 5 suited doesn't really love to do this.
I guess there's still a chance for X's calls.
Yeah, no, sure, absolutely. This could feel like, you know, does Runken check a flop with a hand as strong as like pocket queens, and now he's going for value? That would make sense, I suppose, but a lot of players don't do that multi-way. You could still see the hero call, but I like the raise regardless. I think it's very well timed. Lovely stuff. Very nice.
Gets a fold from Varakis.
Pretty cool.
Runken increasing his advantage, not just at this table, but in the tournament overall.
I have ace-8.
Well played.
You have jack?
Yeah.
Well, they're just talking about it right now, huh?
Yeah.
I reckon you may have jack.
I think Runken has convinced everyone it doesn't really matter at this point because we're about to go. Because we're about to kind of go, you know, home soon. Perceived. He said, "Oh, we'll be home in 5 minutes." That was what he said, even though we still had 70 on the clock.
One more player. That's all we need. One more elimination.
Nice move. Very, very spicy.
Hot to go.
Button raise from Dan Keisho. We're roughly midway through the 25K, 50K blind level. He's made it 100K.
You know, ironically, if he checks that river, it might just get to showdown. Anyway.
Now show some respect.
With the 3-bet?
No.
No, maybe I save you. If I 3-bet, maybe I save you some chips.
Okay. You always said respect. Now you can show it. It's your opportunity.
I call. I only call.
Speech play.
No 3-bet.
It's Jack 5 deuce on the flop. Keishu with the big advantage. And
how much you play?
Dan has continued the flop and gets a fold.
Who's got the hiccups?
Kindergarten jokes. Okay.
Of course I'm kindergarten.
They must be fans of the stream.
I'm 91 though.
No, thank you for the respect, yeah?
The respect, I give you 50,000 extra. That's not enough.
Yeah.
You want another 100 on the flop, yeah?
I appreciate it.
With the world famous 6 deuce. You got to play it.
Got to play it. Always makes a straight.
It's in the charter. There's always one. There's always one Johnny No Fun.
Jack 7 of hearts for Varakis. He's made it 100K.
Down there?
Nope.
Any short stacks or something?
Not really.
No. So we're gonna play the full level.
Yeah. I hope so.
It's kind of feeling like it.
No, it's no one short.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I will win this. I will win this for sure.
You went quick until now, yeah, it was super quick. That's good.
50 minutes, it's not... It is possible, but I don't think.
Those are the other 2 tables.
Sylvia still in the mix.
Yep.
Ruggieri. Sokolovsky.
Anton Bergstrom over there.
Yeah. Park.
Jay Young still in.
And Markesh.
Oh, hey, Markesh.
It's a joke for exactly 2 people, and it never gets old.
Looks like Bergstrom just won a pot at that table.
Yeah, he won a massive pot off of Sylvia in the last level, I think. Huge pot.
Runken with ace-king has opened on the button. Sokolovsky folding 10-8 in the small blind. Ace-3 for McSwiney in the big blind.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This could get a little funky.
Yep. McSwiney is only about 13 big.
This could get a little funky.
13 big blinds behind, and he's flopping 2 pair.
Wow. Domination rotation.
And at this stack depth, guys, I'm going to go into ultimate trap mode with McSwiney's hand.
Really?
Yeah, you just want your opponent to...
You don't just ship it over the C-bet?
No, absolutely not. Give them all the rope. Let them barrel it off. Give me 3 barrels right now. Never mind.
I mean, I think this would be my last option.
What, calling? Oh, sorry, raising?
No, raising, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I might do what you were suggesting.
Yeah, yeah.
And I might just ship it.
Sure. I mean, your opponent's got a huge stack, very incentivized to represent an ace on a texture that, you know, has some 6x and some 3x in the big blind range, some hearts, some straight draws. But I think by flatting, what we do is we give our opponent the opportunity to have the hand and try and put us all.
Huh? What did he say?
I think it's over because everybody's standing up.
Oh.
Well, that puts a whole new paint job on things, doesn't it?
Yeah, and what a thing to say in the middle of this hand. Yeah, I don't know. Runkin's just got to get them all in here. Whoa, checks the turn. This is so off-piste.
10K I heard 10K.
On cameras.
I heard 10K.
10K what?
Really?
We're well past the 10K payout. What are they talking about?
Okay, now we're all in. Never mind, went for 250K.
Yeah.
Nice outcome there from McSwiney.
Absolutely. Who?
Nice playing, guys.
Oh, good hand. Oh, it's finished.
It's over, yeah?
No, nice playing.
Guys, spoilers!
Nice playing.
McSwiney now playing 25 bigs.
Bet 10K.
Runkin down to 100, still chip leader.
I give it
10K, not 10 bucks, I heard.
McSwiney unlucky not to get the full double there, honestly.
One for tomorrow.
Unlucky,
morning.
excuse me.
So what has happened out in the field is the question.
No.
It's Siegfried Capella against Pavel Wojciechowski. And it's an all-in on the river.
I don't know, I think you're in better shape. You're really lucky, man.
So this is Siegfried shoving on Pavel.
I wanted to play, man.
All into call.
Call.
And that's a straight.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
And that is ace high.
Oh, wow. If you're going to lose, lose big.
Pavel heroes and is KO'd in 17th place. 47,250 euros. So we are down to 16 players. And that's why the players at the feature table were saying that we're done for the day. But there is still action at the other table.
Get out.
It's Sergei Alantsov against Sylvia Studniarz.
A lot of people out there rooting for Sylvia. I'm one of them.
Check.
This is going to get checked to showdown. Ace-Jack of diamonds, the hand for Alantsov. 6-5 of diamonds for Studniarz.
You should be happy because of the river. I mean,
Yes, I'm happy also because of river, but I'm not happy that I didn't push.
you think I can fold?
Well, they both missed their flush draw, but Alantsov rivered a pair. And that concludes day number 4 of the biggest ever EPT Prague main event. We have midway through, level 26 got down to 2 tables, down to the final 16. So they are bagging and tagging. They are coming back tomorrow, and we will play out the rest of this level, and we will play on until we are down to 6. Penultimate day tomorrow, the day we reach the final table.
We start getting into those 6-figure payouts tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, Nick, you're going to join us for the start of the broadcast, but then you've got to focus on your spinning and your going.
I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Here's how things ended at the feature table. That last few hands, great result for Dan Kishu, up to nearly 60 bigs. Paul Runken, still chip leader with 5 million, 100 big blinds. And Josh McSwiney, a little bit more comfortable now with 25 bigs. And of course the blinds will be the same when we come back tomorrow. Just to reiterate, still have 46 minutes to play at this blind level. Halfway through level 26. And these are the payouts Joe was just talking about. So everyone has locked up 47,000 euros, 47,250. But yes, tomorrow we are going to be paying out 100k, 137k. And then on Sunday, final table day, 500,000 for third, more than 700 grand for the runner-up. 1,146,500 euros for the winner. 2 days to go. Hopefully you can join us for our last 2 days of live coverage here from EPT Prague.
That final day is going to be epic.
So of course, stay across what's happening on the European Poker Tour via the PokerStars blog. I know there's going to be updates, not just on the blog, but on our social channels as well. I'm sure Poker News will be covering it, the Spin and Go Championship, plus of course action from the final 2 tables of the main event. The stream starts at 12:30 local time. Thank you for watching today. Join us tomorrow for the penultimate day of the EPT Prague main event. But for now, from Joe Stapleton, Nick Walsh, Griffin Benger, Sam Grafton, and me, James Hartigan, it is good night from Prague.